Here we go, recording. And we're going to share it on all of our platforms. So hang out for just a minute. Let's see. Go into the group, Beyond Limits. So if you're not in the Beyond Limits group, it's Beyond Limits with Ralph Havens. It's in Facebook if you're on Facebook. And if you're not, it's also, oh, I don't want to do that version. I want to do it on YouTube first. Hang on. Let's do it on YouTube, and then it'll go on Facebook. So yeah, the YouTube is also Ralph Havens, Beyond Limits with Ralph Havens. Let's see, how do I do this? I think I go over here. Yep, here we go. We're live. Then we'll go share this on Facebook. So hang out for a second. If you want, if you're watching live on Zoom, then if you want, you can put in the chat any questions you have about anything. I've got some good stuff to share with you in a bit. Okay, looks like we're good. I don't know why that's doing that, but we'll let that go. Good. And let's share this. There is a way to do this easier, but I haven't got around to it yet. So I got to do it manually with all these. Hang on 1 second. Okay, we got that. Here we go. But yeah, chat in any questions you have about anything healing, anything manifesting. Thank you for everybody that put give me emails about what's going on. 5-day challenge on now. Boom. Okay, let's post that. One more. Facebook group, which is also called Beyond Limits with Ralph Havens. So look for the Facebook group, the Facebook page, and the YouTube. Okay, so before we even get to the questions, I'm going to do one thing. So let's see. The snow is falling. Greetings from Germany. The snow is here in the Pacific Northwest, and it was falling all weekend. Hey, Bala, Lisa and Jeff. Yes, absolutely, Lisa. Okay. Okay, so you can do it to, you can click the button, all panelists, which would be me, I think, or all panelists and attendees, and then everybody can see you in the comments. Okay, so we're going to start. Let's see. Yes. Okay, yeah. Okay, we're on it. Okay, looking at all the comments. Okay, so we're going to start like this because it's just a few things. So a couple of things. One is you can think about like what your vision, like what you want. We'll get to questions and answers in a second. Your vision of what you want. And that's like you're zeroing in on it, you know? And the other one is you can think of maybe there's a question that's kind of like you don't know what you want, or you don't know what the next step is, or you have some kind of question that's open-ended. So you could ask an open-ended question like, if something were to be done for you today, what might that be? And then just let it go. Or a question of, how do I support my family? Or how do I heal my da-da-da? Or how do we live a good life here in wherever you're living? Or where are we supposed to live? Or how are we supposed to live? Or what am I supposed to do? How do I change this thing? So you can think of either a question of like very direct, like this is the direction, what is that? How do I get that? Or a more open-ended, like, I wonder what it'd be like to have this, or how would I get that? Or more general, like, I wonder if what the right question would be. And then here goes. We're going to go a matrix energetics for us first, just because it's so fun and it does so much so fast. So frequency 21, that's spirit. Frequency 20, that's heart, mind. It amplifies all the frequencies. Frequency 19, which is what I'm dropping us all into right now. And it's all coming in through your crown chakra, top of your head. Then the forehead, frequency 18, Kundalini Yoga, trance, Qigong. Frequency 17, golden grids of information throughout your body. Frequency 16, dolphin energy, love, pure happiness. We're going to go to your throat chakra, frequency 15, circulation, hormones, endocrine, pituitary, hypothalamus, thalamus, pineal, brainstem, spinal cord. Frequency 14, the whole cellular basement matrix in your body, all the cells, where the cells live. Frequency 13, connecting your DNA to the holographic field, or information that's useful for you. We're going to go to your heart chakra, frequency 12, all the chakras, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Frequency 11, detox, Pacific Northwest kind of rainforest detox. Frequency 10 is warrior energy, and we're going to talk about this in a minute. It's like archetypical father love, like warrior love. Frequency 9, spiritual defrag. Let's just defrag. Solar plexus. Frequency 8. Let's integrate all of that and disintegrate anything that's not useful. Integrate, disintegrate. Frequency 7, kidney chi, letting go of fear, anxiety, depression, connecting to alert, excitement for life, kidney chi. Second chakra, frequency 6, generational stuff, correcting for all hyperplasia stuff. This is all the stuff of like too many, it's like the cancer stuff, like to correct for all that kind of stuff. Frequency 6, generational. Frequency 5 is archetypical mother love. Red, pink energy. Frequency 4, physical restructuring. It's brown, it's mud-like. We're going to put that all around you, a big mud bath. Frequency 4, physical restructuring. Your head, your neck, your shoulders, your arms, your chest, your back, your solar plexus, all the transitional parts of your spine, the belly, the low back, the hips, the pelvis, the sacroiliacs, the legs, the feet, the hands, the rib cage. First chakra, frequency 3. We're going to have a torsion field, like you're in a big whirlpool. Frequency 2, electrical, from the top of your head to the feet. Head touches sky, feet stand on earth. Frequency 1, the energy from the sun. Activate. And we're going to put a continuous into E. And we will get to the questions, but I just felt like doing this. So there's a thing of like warrior energy, warrior love, warrior stuff, athlete stuff. So my friend, who I don't get to see right now because he's international and I don't get to travel to see him, but really good friend of mine. He's like my Yoda in some ways, but he doesn't really know it. But I asked him once, what do you do for a living? Because it's like he's such a mystery. And he just blurted out, I make things happen. And it's like, wow, that's actually true. And he always says, he would always tell me every morning he wakes up and he wiggles his feet and his toes and his fingers and he goes, it's a good day. And he would always tell me, Ralph, these are the good days. And it's like very interesting. So this is frequency 19 for all of us. So he was a very, very, very rich man when he was in his 20s. He smoked cigars, he ate donuts, and he had lots of rich friends. He owned lots of real estate in a very expensive city in the world. And it all came crashing down. Interest rates went sky high. It was during the Jimmy Carter era. And interest rates went sky high. Everything went upside down, and he lost everything. And he moved, and he started over, and and then he changed. And he started something that I won't give too much details because I want to keep it private for him. He's a very private guy, but he started something, and all of my friends in San Diego were because of him. And so we became really good friends, and I met all sorts of people that were very influential and some that had very low-key jobs, and we had a great time. It was like our group. It was a running group, actually. And I think back on it, it's like, wow, if he would have kept going on that trajectory of he's rich, he owns lots of real estate, and he's in a certain group, he would have never got to where he had all these friends and had all this influence and did all this goodness. So let's just drop ourselves into that space of frequency 19, which is even in the most crazy, disastrous times, there's something there. It's sacred. Like after a tornado, you can feel it. People have open hearts. After they've lost everything, the heart can crack open. It can also harden. Nice work, you guys. We're there. So from this place, then there's a really awesome place to do stuff, right? You can have your plan, which we talked about, the vision, your vision of what you want. That was day one. You can have your plan. Okay, how are we going to get there? We're going to do stock trading, or we're going to do this business, or we're going to do this or that. You can and you keep like going and then testing and tweaking, right? Testing and tweaking, finding the right thing for you. And then you have the obstacles, and you use that peace process to go inside and feel what's happening in your body at every obstacle. You clear all issues around money, whether you have money, whether you don't have money, whether you want money, whether there's a problem with money, whether there's an inheritance that somebody's like trying to break up the family over money. All your issues around money, use the peace process. And then you model what works. Find people that have done what you want to do. Like if you're stock trading, find the people that have done it. And if you can be their friends, be their friends. And if you can learn from them, learn from them. And this is an example. And if you can't be around them, you can study them. There's YouTube, there's their email list, there's their products, their services. So we model success. And then the part that's kind of cool is to enjoy every bit of it. So when I was running at my highest levels as far as times, back in my 20s and 30s, I loved the training. I love the whole thing about it. I love taking naps. I love eating right. I love not drinking too much. I loved hanging out with all my friends. I lived with runners. I hung out with runners. I ran twice a day. I loved the whole process. So how do you get that? Oh, this feels great. So let's just check on the question. So this is a question and answer. Let's see who's here. Bala, Katie, Kuti, Katie, Lisa, Jeff asleep. Awesome. Tessa, Linda. Yeah, so put your questions in the chat. If if you want, we can you can raise your hand if you want to say something out loud. But it kind of, it feels great, huh? Yeah, this is great. So yeah, I was thinking about like, okay, what do we talk about today? It's a question and answer. So I'm here for you, and I've got something at the end for you. So hang out for just a little bit. What if you don't get any sensations? Can I focus on my stiff neck? Yes. So that is a sensation. Great question, Bala. So sometimes it's like, well, it's just indigestion. It's what I ate. That's okay. Focus on that. Or it's my stiff neck. It's always stiff. That's okay. Focus on that. And it's kind of a habit to start to feel your body. In fact, let's do this for Bala's neck. Let's go like this. And I'm going to take this thing off and move it over here and let him look at that. Yeah, so anger. Yeah, so yeah, you can call it anger in the stomach. You can notice stiff neck, angst. So all that stuff is like, angst is like a judgment about it, like you're calling some kind of sensation angst. Anger is like you're labeling it anger. Stiff neck is more like, yeah, that's stiffness. So just drop into your body, Bala, everybody, and notice the sensation that draws your attention the most. And just stay there. And just stay there. Yeah, just stay there without labeling it, without calling it angst, without calling it anger. Don't try to stop calling it that, but just notice the physical sensation and just put your finger on the most intense part and stay there. That is the most powerful technique ever. I was rereading Stillness Speaks by Eckhart Tolle, and the whole book is about this. Yeah. So I'm going to have every one of us, I'm going to have Linda, everything Linda wants. Tessa, everything Tessa wants. Lisa and Jeff, everything Lisa and Jeff want. Katie, Bellingham. Oh, so interesting. Yeah, whatever that is, stay with that. Put your finger right on that and stay there. And I can kind of sense what it is about, but it's like I'm even resisting or letting go of needing to know what that's all about. Just put your finger right on the sensation. Kruti, Germany. Out of all those snowflakes, I wonder which one has the information that would be useful for you. Yeah. Katie, Slovakia. Yeah. And Bala, India. So that's a lot of tradition. I love the ancient sages, Yogananda. I wonder how Bala wants to play. And we're going to drop frequency 10, archetypical warrior love, father love, in for Bala and his family. do this. Everything you want. If you have any questions, email me or chat them in right now. Otherwise, just hang out in your body with your finger on the most intense part of the most intense part. Yeah. Oh, I got it. So my question for the group out for the universe is, I wonder what your next big win is going to be. One of those wonderful things about that kind of question is your mind or the universe or whatever starts to search like, oh, I wonder what that is. So let's just let that go. You ask the question. This is a great manifestation technique. You ask a question that's like, has no absolute, hard direction of like, I wonder what your next big win is. And then you let go and you go inside and you do this peace process. You notice what's happening in your body. Yeah, it's one of my my missions in life, I think, is that one of my coaches says, I like to work with winners. And so as part of his, thank God I'm in his coaching program, I guess he thought I was a winner. But he says it's just easier. People have been winners throughout their life, and they might be stuck right now, maybe stuck really bad, but they've got some wins under their belt. They're winners. He says that's a good group to work with. And then there's this other kind of phenomenon that I noticed, like one from the ranks, like in runner world, kind of the running world, it's called one from the ranks, like somebody that's been like in the group, and then they hit the right times, their stride, their training starts to pay off, the right coaching, and then all of a sudden, boom, world class. It happened to Mo Farah. He was always like in the back of the world class group, and then he got a different coach, different group, and boom, double gold medalist. And there's others that just had success from the very beginning in the running world, as a teenager and then as a young adult, and seemed like success just followed them. But there's this one from the ranks thing, and there's an archetype. There's someone that's passed away now, Christian Michelson's best friend, Sean Stevenson. And if you don't know Sean Stevenson, it'd be a really good one to look up. If you ever think like, oh, woe is me, I just failure is just around. It's like it's because of this, because of that, because of this, because of that. He's got something called osteogenesis imperfecta. He's passed away now, and he tells some amazing stories. So he was only like about 2.5 feet tall, in a wheelchair. He might have been able to stand up a little bit, and he had a condition where his bones would just break a lot. And usually they don't live very long, but every once in a while some of them live longer. I think he lived into his 40s. But if you ever feel like you're just not like, life's just not treating you fairly, you're a really good person to look up, Sean Stevenson. I got to tell one of his stories, because it's like, got to tell one of his stories. So he was like, deformed little guy, and treated very badly by all the kids. But he did have a really good mom, and the only day he loved was Halloween, because he didn't have to dress up. He could just go out as himself, and he felt normal. Everybody else looked like freaks, and he looked like a little freak too. And so he's like, that's probably politically incorrect, but he loved Halloween. So he's getting ready for Halloween one day as a kid, and just so excited. And he turned over and he felt the pop, and his femur broke. And he was so it was like devastating. I mean, for one, it hurt a lot. And for another, he knew he was going to have to go. There was no treatment for it. He couldn't like go fix it because he had this condition that the bones couldn't get fixed. So he had to deal with a broken femur bone, thigh bone. But worse than that, he couldn't go to Halloween. And he was so mad. He was just a little guy. And his mom said something to him that you have a choice to make. You can let this ruin your life, or you can have a good life. And so somehow he turned it around and he became this inspirational speaker. He made a lot of money. He got married. I think he might have even had kids. Yeah. So it's like my friend said, he wiggles his toes and fingers in the morning. Some people can't, and he goes, it's going to be a good day. And he always tells me, these are the good times, Ralph. So it's like as a runner, I've got that as an archetype. I've got that as a thing. Like when I was running at a high level, I loved training. I loved my group. I loved my coach. I loved every aspect of it. I loved every bit of running. It was like great. The life was great. The lifestyle was great. And so if you can find a way to turn your life, your work, your life, your training into that kind of thing, that warrior mentality, that warrior life, and just really like that's what you are. That's a really good way to use it. So where is that for you? Everything you want. All right. Well, that looks good. Let me know how you guys are doing. If you want to write anything or email me later. Can you heal my son without him pursuing? Yes, absolutely, Bala. So it's kind of like the way it works if somebody's not on the call is for you, you could reach out to me and I could, because you're with me in the group sessions. So there's the group sessions once a month. The next one is Sunday. So look for that. If you want information, I got something for you at the end here for everybody. So hang out for a second. But yeah, the way you can do it is send me a little email. And because you're with me every Thursday, of course, you're on our email list, you're included. I literally do a session for everybody on our email list every Thursday. And then because you're with me on the group sessions on once a month, the Miracles, Magic, Healing, and More, it's literally like you just put the intention there that, okay, this is for my son. And then you let go. And what do? You go inside and you feel what's happening in your body and you stay there. And you don't have to keep thinking about your son or anything. You just feel what's happening in your body. You're welcome, Katie. Belly hand. And you stay present to that. And that is the shortcut. And there's things that I can do, energetic healing things, and we do those things. But it's really cool to do this. You're welcome, Tessa. Yeah, so reach out to me. You can always email me. I don't always get back as fast as I can. Sometimes I miss them, so email me again. I literally had somebody reaching out that wanted one-on-one sessions, and he finally messaged me. He's in one of my coaching groups that I'm in, and he goes, Ralph, check your messages. I was like, oh my God, way back there, somebody emailed me. They wanted a session with me, and I missed it. So if you email me or Facebook message me, do it again if I don't respond. Yeah, so let us know how it goes, Bala, with your son. And then what I want to tell you guys is, you know, I appreciate you very much. You've been here. It's been awesome. I actually had a few people delete themselves from my email list because I sent so many emails last week. But I was like, I want to get it to everybody that wants it. And so, you know, I took a little chance, not really, but you're here. So thank you. I really appreciate it. I appreciate you. It's so good. I get to do what I like to do, what I love to do. And I love to have you guys with me and hear all the stories. I love the stories. So if you have some successes that you've had, send me a little video, just like shoot a little video, say, Ralph, this is what happened. Or at least just email me, and that'd be great to hear. And what I've got is you can go get this video if you haven't seen it. A lot of you probably have. It's 10 minutes long, and then it's got 5 minutes of people telling their stories. It's at ralphhavens.com/crush imposter syndrome. ralphhavens.com/crush imposter syndrome. Namaste, Bala. And ralphhavens.com/crush imposter syndrome. And I named it that because you're already on that list, but click through it and then you get to the video, a 10-minute video, and then a bunch of people's stories, because you can get inspired and go, wow, that changed for somebody? If that can change for me too. And it's a way at the very end of that short video, there's a way to reach out to me, and some of you already have, and gotten the one-on-one session, the free session. And, you know, it's to see if you want to work with me one-on-one. So that's we can let you know. I can let you know if that's useful for you. And because you've been with me here for these sessions, at whatever level you are, wherever you are, as far as like anything, if you want to reach out to me, I can meet with you. It might take a little while, and I can't do these forever, these free sessions, but because you're here, let's meet. And if you had a session like that years ago, or you worked with me one-on-one years ago, but it's like you'd like to meet with me again, let's chat. And so so go to that, ralphhavens.com/crush imposter syndrome. You enter your email, you get this 10-minute video, and then there's a little button to click to find a time to meet with me. And let's figure it out. Let's come in with your plan of what you think you need so far to get what you want, your vision, obstacles and stuff that's in the way, money stuff, who you would like to emulate, you know, role models and stuff, all the stuff we did last week. And I can tune in with you, and we can see what's right for you and useful for you, because there's a lot of ways to work with me. Some that don't cost anything, some that cost a little. And for people that want to work with me one-on-one, it's awesome. So if it's something you want, if you want more help, let me know. But you're with me regardless. And I'd love to hear from you and hear how it's going. So awesome. Good. Expecting the unknown. Yeah. Let me see what everybody's comments are. Wow, I think Kriti just did a big healing session for us. All right, you guys. So good to see you. Message me. I knew this one was going to be a little bit longer than usual. So yeah, so good to see you. We'll do some more of these. Let me know what kind of stuff you want, and we'll do more of these things, and reach out. Let me know if you want to chat. All right, you guys. Have a great week, and I will see you very soon.